Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the National Timely Action Hour podcast. This is the show where we talk about everything from comic books to movies and everything in between. My name is Aiden, and I hope that you're doing well today. This is Season 5, Episode 12, What You Need to Watch Before the Avengers Doomsday releases on the 18th of December, 2026. Now, as I record this, it is the 29th of July, 2026, and in 2 days' time, Spider-Man Brand New Day will release, and that will be a movie that you do need to watch before Avengers Doomsday because it is the film that is released right before Doomsday. And it is heavily rumored that the post-credit scene for Spider-Man will lead into Avengers. So that's already mentioned here, but getting into the rest of what you need to watch, you need to see 20th Century Fox's X-Men trilogy because those characters will be in the movie. And you also need to watch Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy and Mark Webb's Spider-Man duology because that... those characters might appear in Doomsday as well. Plus, it sets up Spider-Man No Way Home, which is the direct lead into for Spider-Man Brand New Day. You need to watch X-Men First Class and X-Men Days of Future Past because those set up time travel for the X-Men. And you need to watch the Wolverine trilogy because Wolverine might appear in it, as well as the Deadpool trilogy because Deadpool might appear in it. Now, the previous Avengers films are also necessary to watch. There's the Avengers, Avengers Age of Ultron, Avengers Infinity War, and Avengers Endgame, and they are re-releasing Endgame in theaters in October or this autumn, and that will lead... they're adding additional scenes that lead directly into Doomsday. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is the first Marvel Cinematic Universe television show that released back in 2013 and ran for 7 seasons, and that will include characters who might appear in Avengers Secret Wars, which is the sequel to Doomsday. And also, it's just a good show, but the characters might cross over. And the Defender Saga, which are the Netflix shows, which are Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, The Punisher, and the Defenders will also appear in Secret Wars. Also, the Punisher is in Spider-Man Brand New Day, so that all sets up his appearance in that film. And you also need to watch Daredevil Born Again, which is a continuation of Daredevil. And you also need to watch The Punisher One Last Kill, which is a short film on Disney+. You also need to watch WandaVision, Agatha All Along, and Vision Quest. That's a trilogy of miniseries on Disney Plus that will lead into Doomsday and Secret Wars. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier sets up Sam Wilson as Captain America, and you need to watch Captain America Brave New World, which continues his story as Captain America. And Black Widow sets up Yelena Belova and Red Guardian, who are members of the New Avengers, aka the Thunderbolts. And Loki is a TV show that sets up the multiverse and the Time Variance Authority and has Loki become the god of stories. Hawkeye is essential because Hawkeye might appear in Secret Wars. Also, this further establishes the Kingpin's role in the universe outside of the Daredevil show. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings sets up Shang-Chi, who will be a member of Sam Wilson, aka Captain America's Avengers team, which are rivals to the New Avengers, aka the Thunderbolts. And Eternals are going to be appearing in Secret Wars, which again is the sequel to Doomsday, so you need to watch that so you can find out who the Eternals are. Also, the Celestial Corpse is in Captain America Brave New World. Spider-Man No Way Home is leading directly into Spider-Man Brand New Day. Again, it has Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, and this will all be essential in Avengers. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness deals with the consequences of No Way Home, in the sense that Doctor Strange's spell affected the multiverse, and Doctor Strange is sent on an odyssey throughout the multiverse, and we learn about incursions, which are very essential for Doomsday. Thor Love and Thunder is a bad film, but it does set up Thor's adopted daughter, and she will be in Doomsday along with Thor. And Black Panther Wakanda Forever sees Shuri become the Black Panther, and the Man-Ape becomes the King of Wakanda. They will be in Doomsday. Miss Marvel sets up the mutants in the MCU, and it also has the bangle, which will be important for Doomsday because of its alien technology that's tied to the multiverse. She-Hulk Attorney at Law has the origin of She-Hulk, and we see where Hulk is left off before Spider-Man Brand New Day, and She-Hulk will appear in either Doomsday or Secret Wars. It also further establishes Daredevil outside of his own show. Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania is a bad movie, but it has Ant-Man fighting Kang the Conqueror, and Avengers 5 was initially called the Kang Dynasty, but because the actor who played Kang was arrested for assault, they since neglected that storyline, but the Council of Kangs might be defeated by Doctor Doom in Doomsday. The Marvels is the sequel to Miss Marvel, and it has Captain Marvel, Photon, and Miss Marvel fighting the Kree, and Photon ends up in the X-Men's universe. So that is essential to lead into Doomsday. Echo is a show where we learn more about the Native Americans in the MCU, as well as setting up Echo to join the Defenders, and Kingpin, again, is established outside of the Daredevil show. Then we get Thunderbolts, aka the New Avengers, which leads directly into Doomsday. The Fantastic Four First Steps, again, leads directly into Doomsday. That is the most essential movie you need to watch, because the Fantastic Four, their arch nemesis is Doctor Doom, so having Avengers Doomsday lead directly after Fantastic Four is essential watching. Wonder Man Season 1 is essential because Wonder Man will be showing up in either Doomsday or Secret Wars. I don't know specifically which one, but he's going to be in the Avengers. And that's really everything you need to watch before Avengers Doomsday. These are all movies and TV shows that are essential because of one reason or another. But thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to listen to this episode of my podcast. Once again, my name is Aiden, and I sincerely thank you for taking the time once again, and I sincerely hope that you all have a wonderful day. And please subscribe and share this with your friends. Subscribe to me on youtube.com, the National Timely Action Hour, if you want to watch videos of me reviewing comic books and movies based on comic books. And have a wonderful day. Goodbye.